Hello everyone, I am Sonic here, and today we're going to talk you guys something a little bit different in our channel. So as you can see, today we're going to rank all of the gamers from ranking to worst to the best. Yeah, I know the reason is, but Tartarus Game Mode has been released about on Friday, and we actually got 2 Tartarus on yesterday, and it was really epic. So yeah, so if you guys want to check out, see it for yourselves, and hope you see what you're on about. And yeah, so like I told you guys about before, so we're gonna rank all of the game modes to see which one's gonna be the best one and which one's gonna be the worst one. So I just came up with some really good things around here, like for example, this could be like an epic, fantastic, great, okay, boring, and then worst. So this is just my opinion about what I think about, love about this game mode. Like, these are the type of game modes that are like that, and yeah. So without further ado, you guys, let's get started. So first up of all, we've got Tornado. So I don't know if I'm gonna say, but if I'm not gonna put on a great one or a fantastic. I should say I was gonna put this, well, so I'm just gonna put this as a fantastic mode. Why for? It's because, well, you have to survive 4 tornadoes at once. And basically, you have to try your best not to get killed by any one of those 4 twisters. And if you do, you're done. And yeah, that's why I just put it on a fantastic right here, because why not? Anyways, move on to Bombs Away. So, like I said before, Bombs Away, I'm just going to put this as a fantastic one. Or probably both. I don't know. Yeah, to be honest, I think this one is the fantastic one right there. Well, it's because... Wait. I think these one of the great ones right there. It's because, well, Bombs Away is a game mode that you have to you have to dodge what the different sort of color beams to choose from. Like, for example, yellow lightning, blue burst, red beam, and of course the mother of all bombs, which means it was really deadly, and it caused a huge explosion if you don't get far enough to get away from the mother of all bombs. And yeah, so let's move on to the Chickenator one. So I will guarantee I will gonna put this in great, or I should say it could be okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna put this in the great one. It's because you have to survive a giant chicken leg that basically goes around the circle. And yes, but if you actually get caught by the Chickenator, you did a chicken dance. And after that, you're straight up being dead. And that's it. So yeah, that's why I like this one, because it's actually pretty interesting. And nothing else I was going to say, really, yeah. So now let's move on to the Chomp. So obviously it's the boring one right here, but don't tell Knuckles about this because he liked this mode. Well, the reason why I do not even like Chompinator is because it's basically you have to survive a tornado. It's basically there's some sharks that comes out of it. You've seen is about a film of Sharknado before. Yeah, it's basically like that. And yeah. So now move on to Detonator, and I think I definitely know what I'm gonna pick. Worst. Why for exactly? Let me explain. Well, it's because I do not like this mode. Well, if you get caught by a tornado by where the zombies comes right at you, you will literally straight up dead. Seriously. You will be straight up dead if you get too close by a tornado and a zombie. Which it makes it more worse. So yeah, that's why I just put this in the right here. because I think so about the one. Yeah. Move on to Doomsday. Well, obviously, since because Doomsday was absolutely like really amazing, so I would guarantee it that Doomsday is going to be at the top of the epic one. Well, it's because when you're trying to survive Doomsday, you'll get the double amount of those coins. You'll get 1,575 coins if you're surviving Doomsday. But also really challenging too, because there's like some side disasters that you have to avoid. And you need to like avoid getting death by the disasters. And yes. So yeah, if you guys want to check out the gameplay of Doomsday, so see the playlist about the Doomsday gameplay in Tornado Rally Ultimate as you find out, and again, yes. Move on to Double Trouble, and this one's gonna be the boring one. It's because, well, you have to survive 2 tornadoes at once. Nothing else really. It's just basically just surviving 2 tornadoes at once. Pretty much simple as that. Like, geez, can you do like an even more difficult than that? Like adding some special tornadoes to it? Like, come on. Anyways, move on to Dust. So I say Dust Devil. It's gonna be says, but I'm just gonna put this as a okay mode. Well, the tell is, I've experienced Dust Devil like about most of the time in TAU recently, but it looks familiar to Rain Wrapped, but a little bit different. You see, you have to survive a tornado. There's like some dust that basically covers the entire map that you won't even see it. And yeah. That's why I chose this one, okay, because why not? And move on to the Freeze NATO. So it's because Freeze NATO is actually a really good game mode, to be honest. So I'm not sure if I'm going to put this in a fantastic or a great. I'm just going to say I'm going to put this as a fantastic mode. Well, reason why is because Freeze NATO has only got 2 different types of tornadoes to choose from, such as normal Freeze NATO and of course Mint NATO. It's the sub game mode that is exclusive to Freeze NATO, but there's like some like more winter related disasters like coming along. And yeah, such as snow geysers, laser beams, and of course the cold surge. And yeah, that's because I like this mode so much, and it was like so much fun. Don't get me judged about this one. So next up is Ghost NATO, and obviously I'm just going to put this as a fantastic mode. It's because when this game mode has came along in TAU recently, well, it's like a tornado that's basically, it's like turns into a purple orb, and it's moving a lot more faster than it used to supposed to be before. And yes, it was actually pretty insane. And yes, if you guys want to check out the gameplay of Ghost NATO gameplay, so see it for yourselves in the playlist and see find out. Alright, let's get into some move on to the glitch. Obviously, I'm going to put this one as a great one. It's because I experienced it most of the time before. Like when Twisty just queued Glitch NATO, it was actually a lot of fun. And you can see there's like Glitch NATO is like glitching around the map, and then it's like disappeared out of nowhere, so it might be a little bit difficult to find. And if you actually call by it, you know what that means. Well, you just basically get caught, and that's it. Alright, move on to the next one, and it's the Hoshi NATO. Like, I guarantee you, Hoshi NATO, it's basically is a good mode. So I would guarantee it that this mode is going to be straight to the top of the list as an epic one. Well, because you know recently that Hoshi NATO that came from the fan-made game, which comes from Tornado Insanity, is basically where you have to survive a tornado alongside with falling stars. And My opinion for the Tornado Alley Ultimate version of this game was absolutely like way better than the Tornado Insanity's version of Hoshinado. It was so much fun to play, and even though it was actually like pretty insane. And yeah. And oh, don't even mention about the music in Hoshinado. It was actually like really epic compared to the other ones. So yeah, move on to the Infinito. Well, I know that Infinito is kind of like a bit boring-ish or like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it as an okay or a boring one. Well, to be honest to you, I'm just going to put this as a sort of like a boring one. This is why it's because we have been experiencing it like about so many times before, and it's getting like ridiculous. Seeing Tornado on fire is actually pretty insane, but even though it's terrifying as well, but though it's a bit too much, so I decided to like, well, you know. Well, to be honest, it was kind of a bit boring. We just seen this like most of the time. And yeah, so that's why we just put this in the boring right here. And yeah, let's move on to the Jackonado over here. I'm pretty assuming I put this as both. But honestly, I'm just gonna put this in the fantastic mode right over there. So the reason is, I like this mode. Especially, there's like two types of tornadoes that basically is on, well, in Jackonado recently. One is normal and one is Wraithonado. So yeah, I like to choose this one as a fantastic one is because I've enjoyed it so much. And getting cursed as a giant was actually like pretty amazing. Like, you actually like felt like you actually got so big that you've never supposed to be in a size like that, anything like that. Yeah. Just wiping this off screen about this one. And yeah. Let's move on to Krampus mode. So I'm just gonna put this one, obviously, an epic one, is because you know how epic this mode is. Like, when it first came out during the holiday bash in 2021. And yeah, it's basically, it looks like exactly the same thing like as Freeze-nado, but it's a lot different and more dangerous. You have to survive a tornado that basically has got extremely weather conditions, like extremely winter weather relations or like that. Including the Christmas presents that's falling down out of nowhere, and larger ice spikes, and non-stop blizzards, and yeah. And of course, loads of avalanches too. Don't dread of that. So yeah, so let's move on. And yeah, make sure you need to see the playlist of Jackonado gameplay in the playlist to see find out. Anyways, move on to low gravity. So I think I'm just going to put this as a sort of like an okay-ish mode. It's because, well, you know, it's like a good mode that came from Tornado Alley Roblox recently. It's basically, you have to survive a tornado. It's basically, you have got like zero gravity. It feels like where you have to jump really high up into the air. And it feels like that you're flying. And it feels like you're in the moon in space. And yeah, something like that, really. Yeah. Move on to Lurker. I don't know if it'd be like a fantastic or epic or something like that. I'm just gonna put as a fantastic one. Yeah, the reason why I just found this like really fantastic is because I did enjoy this mode, but even though it was kind of a bit scary at the same time, like when the tornadoes like chose your player name, it was like going after you, and you have to try your best to run away as fast as you can until it catches up to you. And yeah, pretty insane. And then move on to the Mega Tornado, which is going to be a good one because I know exactly what I'm going to put it in for. Epic. Why? Let me explain. Mega Tornado, it was absolutely amazing. Especially the Giganado, which is actually like pretty intense. Like, you have to survive a EF5 tornado that's basically moving a lot more faster than the normal Mega Tornado, which is really unavoidable. Like, if you caught by it, you're done. You are actually straight up done. And yeah, so if you guys want to check out our Giganado gameplay in our channel, so see if yourself to see the playlist. Yeah. Next up, we've got normal, and obviously, I'm just gonna put it as the worst, alongside with Detonator. Why? Let me explain. Normal survival is just basically, it's like an easy sample game mode. It's like when the players have to survive a basic tornado and that's it. Nothing major. It's just basically, it's just like for easy standard players like to know how to survive a tornado, and that's it. Like, jeez. And don't get me wrong with the reward thingy. It's only got 250. Just 250 coins if you survive normal survival. And yes, that's why I do not like normal survival, is because it was boring, it was poor, and it was basically, it's just for the beginner players, like, if they know how to survive a tornado like that, and yada yada yada, and that's it. Alright, move on to the Pentornado. So I experienced Pentornado before in my VIP server, but not exact much. But only in the public servers, which is really good. But now it's in public servers. So I'm just going to put this as a fantastic one. Let me explain about this. It's a game mode where you have to survive 5 tornadoes at once. Like, I'm not even kidding. 5 tornadoes at once. Like, you need to avoid without caught by the 5 tornadoes. Otherwise, you might able to be so screwed. Like, don't get me wrong. If you're gonna get dual threat, you'll have to survive up to 10 tornadoes at once. And do not judge me that if you're gonna, like, experience merge threat, well, good luck. We've had to experience that one time before, and it was really, really insane. So, if you guys want to see it, so make sure to see the playlist of our merge threat gameplay in a playlist right there. And yeah, move on to the Rain Wrapped. Rain Wrapped, obviously, boom. It's boring mode. So, let me explain. Rain Wrapped, it's sort of like a bit of like a boring game mode. Is basically where you have to survive a tornado that's covered in fog, like foggy conditions, like where you can't see the tornado is at. Like, if you like, for example, if you actually like walk anywhere around the different type of maps, you basically caught by a tornado, and that's it. Pretty much to say is, but that's it really, and that's it. Okay, move on to retro. Obviously, I'm going to put this as a great one over there. It's because you basically have to survive a tornado. It's like a mesh tornado that comes from the older Tornado Alley games. Like, for example, if you guys seen our videos of that we played Tornado Alley Roblox recently, that when we did Surviving Twister in Tornado Alley Roblox, it's like this. It's actually like way more better than normal survival does, and it's got the same reward. And yeah, that's why I like Retronado is actually like really insane. Move on to Rift. I think I'm just gonna put this as a, I'm thinking of Epic or Fan. I'm just gonna say it's, but I'm just gonna put it on Epic. Yeah, I like Riftnado because it was really a lot of fun, and there's like some portals just like opens up out of nowhere, and you need to try your best not to get hurt yourself from seeing the falling objects that comes out of the portal. Like, sort of like pink infection object. Like, for example, a lighthouse, a car, a surfboard, or even a house. So yeah, that's why I like to put this one as an epic one, because I love this one so much. And yeah. So let's move on to 6 NATO. Obviously, I'm just going to put this as a, like a fantastic mode. It's because, well, we've actually experienced that before in the public server, like about most of the time, when it comes when we're going to talk about this later on. And it's basically that you have to survive 6 tornadoes at once, and don't judge with that one. If you experience dual threat as you encounter 6 NATO, you have to experience up to 12 tornadoes at once. Like, I'm not even kidding, for real. You need to be, like, so careful not to get killed by one of those, like, 12 tornadoes, otherwise you'll be done for. Like, seriously. So yeah, that's why I like to put this one as a fantastic mode. So, yeah. Move on to skirmish. Well, obviously, I'm just going to put this in the boring one, like, to be honest for you, because we've been experienced, well, skirmish, like, about most of the time before, and it gets overrated, so we decided that we have to put this a boring game mode. So we thought it was supposed to be epic for this mode, but sadly, we're just going to put this as a boring mode, is because... why not exactly? Yeah, if you notice about this one, it's basically that you have to survive a tornado, and also other players as well. It's because they're grabbing one of, like, different sorts of, like, weapons. Like, for example, sword, an axe, and of course the Illumina. Yeah, Illumina is, like, the most powerful weapon in Tornado and Ultimate. Like, if you don't be careful, you'll, like, instantly kill you, and it feels like you want to rage. And yeah, that's why I like to put this one as right here. And yeah. Alright, move on to Tai G2. So, Tai G2. I'm just going to put this as an epic mode. An epic mode over there. So, here to explain. We've been, like, experienced Tai G2, like, about most of the time. And also, we've seen that when Twisty the Clown has queued this mode. And... honestly, it was actually pretty good, and also a bit easy at the same time. It's basically you have to survive different sorts of chapters between yin or yang. So like the yin path or yang path. And we did the gameplay of that, and we actually got both of those badges as we actually unlocked yin and yang in our VIP server. And yeah. So if you guys want to check it out, so see it for yourselves in the playlist below and see, find out, and again, yeah. Alright, now it's time to move on to Tartarus. Well, obviously, Tartarus is actually going to put this as an epic one as well. You know what it is, right? Well, let me explain this. Tartarus is basically, like, the best mode ever. Like, I guarantee it was, like... literally the best mode ever, like 10 out of 10, most epic, most awesome, and most intense mode that we've ever seen in Tornado on the Ultimate. And basically, you have to survive some different types of disasters in each phases. Like, so first phase, it was like pretty easy, and then the second phase, it gets a little bit difficult. Third one gets more difficult, and then the fourth one, depending if one of the survivors may able to get like good or seriously. Like for example, if some players survive Tartarus like nearly throughout the whole entire thing, you might get yourself a good ending, like where you have to like stop the blood moon from crashing into Earth by basically turning off the beakers from the pillars. And yeah, and if all the players died from Tartarus, you'll get a bad ending, as basically you have to bend down because of the blood moon like comes onto Earth. And it was actually pretty insane. Well, I mean, really insane. So like I said before, so if you guys want to see the playlist of our Tartarus gameplay in our channel, so see it for yourself in the playlist below and see what find out. And yeah. Anyways, let's move on. So the Time Bomb Terror, well, obviously, it's gonna be in the boring game mode right over here. It's basically, it's sort of like a boring version of Bombs Away. It's basically, you have to survive a tornado that, those like bombs that comes out of a tornado. And once you get like too close by the bombs, you'll like basically got exploded to your death. Like, I mean, really. Yeah, we have been experienced this mode like about most of the times. And yeah, though things gonna be like irritating if this mode comes up again. We might have to reset our character because why not? So yeah, this will be chosen as the boring game mode right here. And yeah, let's move on to Toast-a-nado. Toast! Okay, I'm just messing around. Alright, so obviously I'm just gonna put this as the great mode right over here. Because you know how really awkward and basically strange this game mode is? It's basically you have to survive a tornado that just basically there's some toast that come out of nowhere that flies around and shoot lasers and even munch onto people. And yeah, we have seen this like about most of the time in a public server recently. And it was actually pretty alright, to be honest. Like, I'm not even guarantee it. For real. So yeah, that's why we chose this as a great over here, and yeah. Alright, move on to Triple Threat. And I'm just gonna say is that I'm going to put this one as a great mode once again. It's because, well, you know, it's actually a lot better than normal and, of course, Double Trouble. And the thing is, you have to survive up to 3 tornadoes at once, which is pretty good. Well, not that many, but, like, only 1 extra tornado in Triple Threat, and that's it. Nothing major, and, yeah, nothing else to say, but, yeah. Move on to Troll. So, obviously, I'm going to put this as a grade 1 right here. So, the tell you is, Trollnado is actually a sort of like a mode where you have to survive a Trollnado that will basically, it controls you. For example, when a Trollnado tries to blow you up, or the Trollnado wants to, like, get over here! Like, the players will go straight towards the Trollnado, and when the player's going, like, lift up by the tornado, like, when you go up, 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 and then down, and when you get the gift from the Trollnado, which is actually pretty good. And obviously, yes. That's why I chose this one over here, because why not, and yeah. Move on to Twisty the Clown. Don't think it's gonna be really good. Well, obviously, I don't know if I'm gonna choose it as a fantastic or if epic. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna put that as an epic tier over there. So, the reason why, this mode is actually really amazing, and basically you have to survive Twisty the Clown's evil tricks. And pretty much that's it. And also, the thing I liked about this mode is basically when he cues some really good game modes. Like, for example, it can cue Doomsday, it can cue Mega Tornado, it can cue Bombs Away, Lurker, Six-Nado, and even Chicken-Nado. And yeah, so if you guys really want to check out our Twisty the Clown gameplays in our channel, see it for yourself in the playlist below. Now move on to Unstoppable. Yeah, we all know what it is. We're just gonna put this as a epic tier over there. So it's because we've enjoyed this mode so much, and even though it's epic as well, just like Tartarus does, and although it was sort of like a special tornado after all, it's basically you have to survive the largest tornado ever on record. Like, I'm not even kidding, for real. Like, if you're like not be careful about where you're supposed to go, you're like straight up being dead. Like, one shot, instant kill you. So yeah, you gotta be careful. Or mostly sometimes, it can like basically throws you violently. Like, not other tornadoes can do that, but it goes up and down like crazy and goes good and even you basically falls off from the map. It was like chuck you out of the map. Like, seriously. So yeah, that's why I like this one over there, because it was really good. Alright, now move on to Yin and Yang. So obviously, Yin and Yang, I like this one. And I decided to put this as an epic tier over there. So, here's why. It's like a VIP server that you have to survive the Battle of Yin and Yang. And also, like I said before for Taiji 2, if you survive both of those chapters, you unlock the Yin and Yang game modes in your VIP server. So yeah, that's why I like this mode, is because it's really great, and you don't have to, like, do the full chapters. It's basically, it was, like, immediately skips you right into the 5th chapter. And yeah. And also, we actually made few different types of videos of Yin and Yang in our channel. It's basically when Twisty the Clown is basically, like, cute Yin and Yang in public server. Yeah, so if you guys want to check it out, so see it for yourselves. Alright, move on to Your Doom. Obviously, Your Doom is gonna be in this bit right here. And yeah, when we first experienced Your Doom, we thought it was actually like, well, we actually felt so scared. And until we've seen this like about many times before already, we're actually kind of a bit shocked, and we knew exactly what to do about this. It's basically, you have to survive the largest tornado again, but thing is, it's a little bit bigger, and there's also some rapid lightning and some foggy conditions, and even though the screens gets a little bit dark, and yeah. And plus, also, it might be very difficult to survive those. That means you have to be really careful. Yeah. And finally, we got Zeus. And obviously, I'm just going to put this mode right there as a boring tier over there. Yeah, we all know why. It's because, you know, about the game mode of normal survival, it's like that. With a tornado on there. And of course, there's some, like, extreme lightning storm over there that goes twice as fast as normal lightning does. And yeah. So, we don't even like this mode as much often because for some particular reason we've experienced it like about so many times before in this game recently. And that's the point. So yeah, we decided to put this as a boring thing over here because why not? And yeah. So there we had it, you guys. So this is about the video about ranking all of the game modes from the tier maker from epic to worst. Or say it's with worst to epic. And yeah, so these two ones are the worst ones, such as Detonator and Normal Survival. Boring ones are Troublenado, Double Trouble, Infernator, Rain Rap, Skirmish, Time Bomb Terror, and Zeus. Great game modes such as Fornado, Bombs Away, Chicken-nado, Glitch-nado, Retro-nado, Toast-nado, Triple Threat, and Troll-nado. And then for fantastic tier over there, we've got Freeze-nado, Ghost-nado, Jacker-nado, Lurker, Pentanado, and Six-nado. And finally, for the epic tier over there, we've got Doomsday, Hoshi-nado, Krampus, Mega Tornado, Rift-nado, Taiji 2, Tartarus, Twisty the Clown, Unstoppable, Yin and Yang, and Your Doom. So yeah, if any one of your thoughts about which one of your modes is one of your favorites, so comment down below. So anyway, so I'm just basically gonna save and download, and it's gonna put this on the, well, on the photo library, so you find out. So hold on, I'll be right back. So there we go, you guys. So I just saved it and downloaded it to the photos over there, and this is what I came up with. And yeah, so then Now let's do the ending and see what we got. So then, let's do this. Oh wait, before I do that, I actually also mentioned about something. When we did the worst and boring mode, I always mentioned about saying the okay mode. We've got Dust Devil and Low Gravity. I'm really sorry, I actually just messed this up and really do apologize about that. So don't get mad at me about if I made a mistake or not. So yeah. Alright, let's do the ending. For real this time. Alright guys, so but that includes about a video about ranking game modes from worst to epic. So I would like to say is, but thank you guys ever so much for watching. Yeah, it was actually pretty a lot of fun that we've tried all of the game modes at once in Tornado Alley Ultimate. Since because the final update is actually done, like including as all of the game modes has finally completed, including the sub-game modes as well, like Giganator, Retro Your Doom, Wraith, and even Mint, and pretty much it really. And although it was really a lot of fun that we've tried out those sort of like game modes around here, and though fun at the same time. And if you guys really want to hear about what is your favorite game mode in Tornado Alley Ultimate, so comment down below. That really helped me out about this one, and yeah. But anywho, if you guys, so just before we get going, if you guys like to send me so, if you enjoyed the first 19 video of so, but make sure to drop a comment and subscribe for some more YouTube videos right now, and again, yes. And if you already watched this YouTube video of so, get this video a thumbs up for supporting fellow YouTube videos, and again, yes. One more thing, if you already subscribed to our YouTube channel with so, what are you guys waiting for? Okay. Go ahead and press the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we upload. We're making a new YouTube video guys every single day, and again, yes. And also one more thing. Make sure to subscribe to our second YouTube channel, which is called KRD Fan 2011. That will be posting some other Kirby games to choose from around here. So one of them is for Nintendo Wii, and 6 of them are for Nintendo Switch. So yeah, so make sure you subscribe to our second YouTube channel where you still can. And we'll be promised that we'll have to make more content about this really soon, because we haven't done it for like about a while now. And yeah. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys for another video as you find out. So then, cheerio folks, bye!